What's going on, you guys? Jay here and welcome back to the channel. So don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you guys could, let me know how my sound quality is now. You wouldn't believe where I've got my setup to record all of my content right now. I think I'll take a picture before I leave here just for the hell of it, to show people the length we go through to give you the perfect sound quality. But let me know in the comment section, guys. I'll tweak it if need be. I'll try to do some other stuff as well to make things a little bit more satisfying, so to speak. I know sound quality is absolutely everything. Now, the market is looking absolutely amazing. We're currently seeing a V-shaped recovery. This is an important point for everybody to pay attention to. It indicates a short-term reversal. When you see them on the day chart, it could indicate a long-term reversal coming in, but what we're currently seeing is a V-shaped reversal on the 1 hour chart. And we'll be going over, we'll dive into the charts, we'll take a look. But what I want everybody to understand is the severity of our situation, the ability we have right now to go back and look at a historical account. And we can actually see what could possibly happen to our entire ecosystem. Essentially, right, SHIB burning almost 50% of their total circulating supply didn't lead to that initial pump everybody thought, but further down the line, after tracking a very specific trend line, we saw one of the biggest moves upwards in history. And I always say to people, a meme coin is a meme coin until it does something like SHIB, and then essentially it's a blue chip meme coin. It becomes one of those more secure plays for you to make what I believe are safer gains. There's still risk there, but not as much as you're going to find in places like meme coins. And risk aversion, from my perspective, is crucial. Now, getting on with the video and really putting a bite and crunch on this situation, the market is starting to move up and Lunar Classic is starting to move up with it, but we've got propellant unlike anybody else, and our circumstances are slightly different to SHIB. And the reason I say this is because we are tied in with Luna and USTC as well as Lunar Classic. So the effect could be seen across all three assets. This would provide the opportunity for 3 different types of gains, right? Which means you could attract 3x the amount of people. You could have 3x the amount of investments. There's 3x the amount of everything if all 3 coins move up in tandem. Essentially, this is, in fact, a whale's dream. This is a trader's dream, and to have a predictable chart is just as crucial. So what I want to do before we get over to the Lunar Classic chart, I want to go and I want to look at the Shiba Inu chart. And what we're actually going to do is go all the way back to when Vitalik burned those coins and when Shiba Inu actually moved up. What you're looking at is a 140-day gap between burn and pump. And we see this forming of the trend line. Now, we've burnt a lot of USTC prior. A significant portion has already been destroyed. This explains why we're forming a trend line. As I mentioned, all of the 3 assets move together in tandem. So USTC is also printing that same trend line, and Luna is also following a trend line. We've burnt a lot of Lunar Classic coins. There were a significant amount of Lunar coins also burned. This is why I keep saying about this significant buildup and how crucial this trend line is, because we're walking this historical path that's already happened, and our chart is doing the exact same thing. So when I look at this trend line and I look at the pump, I look at the formation, it really tells us we are doing very good. We're seeing all of the right signals. We're seeing essentially everything that we want to see in these circumstances. And for those of you who are a little bit confused as to why I keep saying Vitalik burned a load of SHIB, Vitalik Buterin is the guy who owns Ethereum. Just in case you don't know, some people are probably in the comments like, we know this dude, get on with the video. But he burned $6 billion worth of SHIB, okay? and that came in at around 50%. I think it was just under 50%. If all of the validators support this LFG asset burn, removing that 1.86 billion, we are way ahead of an almost half of the total supply burn. We're actually in a situation where adding in those final 8 wallets that I've mentioned, which amount to a further 4.7% when I calculated it last night, it again pushes us even further than SHIB. Now, what a lot of people seem to get confused about when it comes down to the potential, right, behind our ecosystem, our market cap is floating between, at times, 350 million and around 600 million. Shiba Inu, last time I checked, had around a $13 billion market cap. Okay, so what does this tell us? Well, Shiba Inu's got around 400 to 550 trillion coins in circulation, but they've got a $13 billion market cap. We have less than 5.5 trillion LUNC circulating. Do you see where this is beginning to lead us? People that are involved with SHIB should actually understand where I'm coming from pretty well. Because essentially, like I've been showing, we are following this trend line, this all-important trend line. And we've seen this double bottom come in, and we're looking at the day view. Prior, we've seen that higher high. We've seen the consecutive series of higher highs and higher lows as we're coming up and crawling this trend line. Any previous trend line that we have gone through like this, as you can see, has failed. But this one is completely different. There are a lot of other things going on chain, and all the people that have wanted a repeg, that want this repeg to be possible within the realms of reality, right, are now able to do it. They're now able to essentially address the final issue inside a USTC repeg at the chain level, which is the USTC distribution from the Oracle rewards pool. If you remove that, you've got a serious chance of reintroducing some kind of stable asset. I believe it should be a 1 cent asset, not a $1 asset. There's no difference between the two other than needing 100 of the 1 cent asset or 1 of the $1 asset. I think it would be interesting. I think it would be new as well. It's something that essentially could be quite useful. I've been using an app, and essentially you can just trade meme coins on the toilet. And I thought to myself, well, an app like this would do very well from a 1 cent stable coin with minimal, and I mean minimal, if anything, 0 fees. It's all stuff that we need to begin to think about in the future. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to stop babbling and I'm going to go over to that 1 hour chart. And what we're going to do, we're going to right click and we're going to give the chart a reset. And what we can see are 2 of these V shapes coming in, and these indicate very short-term reversals. These are very good to see, especially when you start to come up, you set those higher lows and then those higher highs consecutively on the day chart. Of course, all of this is just quantum theory, quantum physics, but the momentum that we have behind the price chart is completely different. The mindset of the community is completely different. There are a lot of validators, although I moan about validators, there are a lot of them, if not a few of them, that are building things. And I'm working on a few different videos, to cover things like Juris, the Selenium protocol, the Ceramic USTC repeg, and just look for the positives. And the best thing I can do in my situation is help these guys burn the USTC that's held in the LFG reserve, thus me putting out the Commonwealth discussion. I think removing the USTC from the Oracle rewards pool is going to be hard, but it's doable. It's going to be far easier to achieve if in fact the price does rocket upwards from this substantial USTC burn. These are all of the different things I'm thinking about when it comes down to looking at the price chart, looking at the historical account, and I'm just trying to keep myself in this mindset and focus on the prize ahead, because we've all been doing this for almost 3 years, and I could tell a lot of people were exhausted. I get exhausted at times. I feel fed up at times, but essentially we all want the same thing, regardless of what he's building or she's building or they're building. We all want the same thing. It seems that all of the real kind of attempts to control the chain through different groups like Six Samurai, etc., have moved on now. The time for development has arrived, and I'm very excited, like I keep saying, to bring forward Project Remedy. It's a two-part solution. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be fun, and I think it's going to completely change the perspective on chain, and hopefully we can find ourselves here on the channel in the position of launching something like that and seeing LUNC prosper, considering there's no token being created for this L2 chain. Instead, it's just going to use LUNC. It's going to be cool. I'm very excited for it. Very, very happy about the price action, especially with all of the work we're putting out here. It's very, very hard trying to keep up with work, trying to run this company, trying to get the other company off the floor, keeping LUNCDash up and going, keeping the validator running, doing proposals, doing YouTube videos, but we are managing. But guys, if you're not subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe. We're almost at 17k. I'm very excited to reach 17k because I've grown very, very slowly, because I don't chase the algorithm. I'm here for LUNC. I'm here to better your future. Guys, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. As always, I'll catch you in the next one.